welcome back. I actually don't have much of a plan. Like, so right now, the last video I recorded, which was on Wednesday, today's Thursday, I'm recording this. So this actually may not be live till Friday, just depending on processing. But here's that typhoon that went through Korea, so it's moved pretty fast. But here's the other one that's most likely to be very. This is likely just not like a tropical storm or depression if that as it moves, especially if it goes into colder weather up here. But anyway, so you know, I mentioned I got all these new liveries, so I was thinking maybe just doing a few flights with that. Kind of check out some different areas. I kind of was debating how to do this. So, I could always turn live weather, but like all of Japan's cloudy, so that's not gonna work. Taiwan's cloudy, Manila's cloudy. I guess this part of the Philippines looks fine. Maybe I could do Australia, but you know, I was thinking, I was going on this map, and Beijing has a lot of sites and stuff. Now, we'll see how this goes, because I'm going to use an Airbus over, let's say, the typical, like, you know, propeller plane or something. But let's make this our departure. Hey, this is Shanghai's airport. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna do a flyover around Korea in a little bit. Yeah, we'll obviously fast forward this. I mean, we'll see how this goes. I don't know how this is gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Switch that up. Alright. I did Korean Air before, so I'm gonna do. I'm trying to think. I know China Southern's one of them. Actually, I'm trying to think. What airline hub is in Beijing? So I'm pulling this up right now. But I know we have them. I don't think Jetstar is Chinese. I think that's like Southeast Asia. Like, actually, we're gonna fly Delta. Air China, China Eastern, China Southern. Okay. Oh, that's right. There is Air China as well. The one downside, I can't see the. I wonder how that is. I'm trying to see if there's any Air Coral. Yeah, I don't think I saw Air China. That might actually be. They don't have a hub. Oh. Oh yeah. I can't tell. I think this is somewhat alphabetical order. Let's see here. There's Hong Kong. I could always do a Korean Air. This KLM. The one downside, there's really no way to sort this. You know, and granted, I bet you, that's not a hub there. When they didn't probably have. I bet you they're a little surprised how active the community is creating all these. China United Airlines. Screw. We'll do China Eastern. This will make more sense. Actually, no. We're gonna use North Korea's airline. Yeah. Actually, this will make sense too. So this is a SkyTeam member. That's one of the alliances, and that includes like Delta Airlines and Air France, but also includes Korean Air. So I guess you go from like, you know, that will make sense. All right. Is this the new airport? Ooh, that's something I need to look up. Is how to actually like start the plane. I don't mean take off. I mean like actually turn it on. Because it'd be kind of cool. I know you can like literally start the gate and actually, you know, use to right, you know, have you pull out and stuff. So, you know, I've never been to Beijing. I've never been to mainland China, only Hong Kong and Macau. So, I mean, I could, you know, I was thinking maybe I could do a guide, but honestly, I really just want to see this plane and just kind of hear the jets. But we'll fly over it just to see, you know, how the Forbidden City looks and so forth. The one downside with my videos lately, I will admit, is that, you know, I'm recording these at night because I'm not working. You know, like, you know, even though I work from home, I'm still pretty busy. And because of that, it's like I really miss my chances of doing much flying over, let's say, the U.S. or the Western Hemisphere. Now, there's a lot, obviously, in Asia and so forth. It's just kind of, you know, I've really only been to Japan and Hong Kong, so it's just kind of like more like, if I fly over areas, I'm just kind of, you know, winging, or I do a little research. Like I did that with Guam, but, you know, that was just one little island. I do want to see if we can find the Virgin Islands and so forth, and see if we can fly over that. I really wish they had the Airbus 320. It's the double-decker Airbus plane, you know, that you used to see, like Emirates use, Etihad, I think Asiana, Korean Air. I mean, some of the like, you know, Asian airlines use it as well. I don't know. I think maybe Lufthansa did, but I know Air France and British did it, and it wasn't used in the U.S. Or at least like you know, like United, American. Yeah, I didn't use the Airbus 320. Not 320. Double-decker Airbus. I can't think of the number now.
Beijing Tower, China Southern
When I heard that number, I was like, oh, please tell me I try to win this plane.
China Southern Airlines 1123 cleared for takeoff runway 36 right, departure to the east approved.
Alright, let's take a look outside. Very, very nice. I think this is the current new airport. Let's just pull this up. Oh, this is handcrafted. I can tell this from the windows here.
Departure, I will contact you next when you leave my airspace. China Southern Airlines 1123 Tower China Southern Airlines 1123 frequency change.
Oh yeah, let me see here. Let's go north. I didn't really. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, just turn left. That's my work. One thing I realized is I've flown the Airbus 320 a couple times now. You know, it doesn't turn as fast as like the smaller planes, that's for sure.
Overspeed, 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 overspeed,
Oh, I wish I turned that up.
overspeed,
Hold on.
overspeed, overspeed, overspeed.
Doesn't look like it. At least I don't know how yet. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, so this is the Beijing area. See, this is where I probably should have researched. I mean, this isn't my. This is supposed to be a guide, though. This is kind of. I know they just built a new airport, and I'm pretty sure this is it. Because I know it had to be a little ways out there for the size they were trying to put in. This might be live weather. Let me check. Oh. I had to get his changes in, so that's just so cool. Look at that. Alright, turn that off. Alright, it's much better. Ah. Cool, so we'll see some stuff we should fly over before I switch out. Yeah, there's the... Yeah, that's the bird's nest. That's where the Olympics were in 2008. So they did recreate that. Very well done from the looks of it from here. Yeah, this is definitely central. Ah, and there's the Forbidden City. That's pretty neat. Yeah, it's one of the state-run media, but they have a very unique architecture. Yeah. And actually, what's that? They actually did a pretty good job recreating a lot of this stuff. Makes me a little disappointed they haven't done more, let's say in Kyoto, some of these really, like, you know, some of these other well-known cities and areas.
Overspeed, overspeed,
Oh, God,
overspeed,
again.
overspeed, 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 overspeed,
I think I got quite a few live planes going in there. Pretty cool. It looks like this one's leaving. It came out of a different area. I bet you. Alright, we're back on track. Oh yeah, there's another part. I think that's the older airport? It might be a private one. Must fly a little bit more before we fast forward. I will say it's interesting, like with this plane I've gotten better, like at least like it's not on autopilot, so I'm really cruising at this without doing much. Just kind of keep an eye on my speed gauges and my altitude. Oh, look at that air base. There should be a military base over here. What's that? Oh, looks like a track of some kind. Ooh, there's another airline. That's so cool. Look at that. Ah, fuck. Go away. Yeah, he's on departure since he's that. That's so cool. Just look at the library. Wow. See, it doesn't feel like we're that far. Yeah, so you get. It still says Beijing, but yet. Pretty. I know Beijing's not a small city by any means, but I think it's definitely not big compared to like Shanghai, you know, as an example. Or is it Shenzhen? There's a city right across from Hong Kong. It's the first mainland city there. And it's like 20 million people. It's massive. Alright. So we'll jump up now. Let's see if we can land this sucker in Seoul. Yeah, sorry, I don't have much to say. It's just I've been really just like that's at these libraries. They're just beautiful. Well, I guess I've looked a little bit, and so I actually want to visit South Korea. I think it'd be really cool, very pretty country, and beautiful city from the looks of it. Actually, no, I can talk a little bit about the Seoul airport here. So, this airport is considered one of the best in the world. It's usually ranked and is in those top 25 lists. Sometimes it's like weird. I've seen some people put them as first, and some people put the Singapore airport. So it's just kind of, but it's like at that point, like I know Narita and Hanada, which I have been through, is up there, and they're really good airports. And so is Hong Kong. I'm like, if they're up there with those, I think those airports are great. If they're there, then I'm gonna probably believe it's a very good airport, really well maintained, clean, good food and services and so forth. Obviously, with full COVID pandemic, things are very vastly different, but one day things will be normal again. The two major global airlines, and I say global, I mean like airlines that at least like go over like the Pacific, is Korean Air and Asiana, which I think I mentioned in my previous video. Korean Air Sky Team, that's partners with Delta here in the U.S. and Air France in Europe. And China Southern, you see in this video. So, like example, if you're a Delta member and you fly Korean Air, you can at least still get miles as a coach, because it'd be like a code share flight and partnership flight. Same with Asiana. I'm in the United program. You might fly Asiana, then I can at least get miles, for flying on a partner airline. And obviously, the reason that works that way is because there's only a few times those routes are overlap. So like Asiana, they'll overlap when they go to San Francisco. I guess those United. So when you try to book the United, they'd be a little more picky and try to book a United flight. But like out of Seattle's not a hub for United. So they would actually, if you take Asiana, because that'd be a direct route over flying to San Francisco and then connect, or Denver, let's say, for example. No, it would be San Francisco to Korea. So, same thing actually in Los Angeles. Even though it's United hub, they don't fly to Korea from there. So that'd be like, they either try to write you out to San Francisco for the hour-ish flight, or they just put you on Asiana and you get to Seoul, South Korea. But anyway, so the main airports, and they actually have two airports, kind of like Tokyo. Incheon is the big one. This is the one we're flying into. This is like one of the world best one. It was built in the 90s, because around the late 80s, especially after the Olympics, the demand for the older airport that's still being run is called Gimpo, G-I-M-P-O, Gimpo. It just ran out of space, and I actually flew over it once. It's kind of I can see why. It's like, it's much closer to the city, but obviously there's a lot of development around it, so they just can't expand anymore. So they built this airport in the 90s, and it's become, it's one of the busiest airports in the world as well. Obviously, it's location in Asia with Japan and China right there. But, you have two major airlines, and there's a lot of business now. You think how far Korea has come in the last 35, 40 years. I mean, nowadays, Samsung is a household name, LG is a household name, Kia, the car companies, Hyundai. All right. Oh, good God.
$1,000.
Is it already planning me in here?
$1,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this up a bit. Last time I came in way too low and I crashed like right at the runway. Oh yeah, so I believe the airport is on a man-made island. I could be wrong. Maybe this island is here, but it's obviously been not reformed, but it's been, a lot of work's been done to fit the airport properly, and they got like a train system, all that to the airport, which this one not doing justice. You know what I forgot to do?
China Southern Airlines
See if I can read
Wind
this.
238 at 19er.
Perfect. Coming in right.
1,000.
China Southern Airlines 1123, did you copy?
Oh, yeah.
Cleared to land runway tree left China Southern Airlines 1123.
Just can't get over how beautiful this looks.
500. 400.
'Alright. I feel like I was trying to drop me too quickly. There we go. Sorry, this box needs to go. Ha! I knew
1,000.
that was off. Alright, I think this is going a lot smoother. That should slow it down even more and keep us slightly floating onto the runway. Yeah, there we go.
500. 400.
Yeah, no, this is
300.
be a little safe.
200. 100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retire.
Oh no. Almost. We apologize for this bumpy ride. Oh, this remained crashing.
Southern Airlines 1123, exit runway when able. China Southern Airlines 1123, contact ground on 122.225.
Going to 122.225 China Southern Airlines 1123.
This looks really off. Ah, there we go. Terminal's over here.
Engine airport information, go.
Ah, there it is. It was like,
Engine ground China Southern Airlines 1123 request taxi.
watch that.
China Southern Airlines 1123, taxi to gate 30 using taxiway Bravo Alpha 10 Alpha Romeo 8 Romeo 1 Romeo 7.
Taxiing to gate 30 via taxiway Bravo Alpha 10 Alpha Romeo 8 Romeo 1 Romeo 7 China Southern Airlines 1123.
Oh yeah, what's my fuel? That's not bad. Well, that didn't go so well.
ground, China Southern Airlines 112 tree. Could you
Alright.
please send the baggage?
China Southern Airlines 112 tree baggage is on the way.
Oh, that's so cool. Whoa, look at that. Japan KOM. There's an extra KOM. It does have an Asian. There's like an. Yeah, they do have flights in Asia. No, that makes no sense. Finnair. Oh, here it is. I want to see
Engine
this
ground,
works.
China Southern Airlines 112 tree. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
China Southern Airlines 112 tree. The
Oh,
jetway
that's
is
so
going
cool.
to
I've actually been wanting to try this for a while. We can actually, yeah, see. I would go closer, but all this crap's in the way. Oh, that's not right. Let's see if we can get a little. Let's see how this looks. That's kind of funny. All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to end this video. I just had to see this.